Hi there, welcome to this video. I'm going to walk around the Cheshire countryside and see what birds I can see. It's a lovely morning today. Even though it's the end of November, it's about 10 degrees, so it's quite mild and a lovely chance to have a wander around the countryside and see what birds I can see. Now, I have picked out some lakes. Really, they're old quarries that have been filled in and turned into a nature reserve, so I don't know what I'm going to find. There might be birds, there might not, but it's going to be an enjoyable time finding out, so come along with me because I know that I'm really going to enjoy my photography. Now, this is a public footpath, but as you can see, it is very muddy, and so far I've not seen any sign of any birds, just the odd blue tit and great tit in a tree as I was walking down the road. But it's quite hard going because it's quite slippery and quite muddy. There's definitely no doubting where the footpath goes because it's very clearly marked, and at the moment it's going alongside this woodland, and I'm hearing the odd wren and robin, but still not seeing anything just at the moment. There's quite a large lake here behind me, but unfortunately there's virtually no birds on there. I have spotted a few common shell ducks at the far side, but they're too far away to really photograph. But also we can't get any access to it because there's a great big fence around the lake, probably because it was an old quarry and the water, I would imagine, is very deep. So for safety purposes there's no public access either. Well, this is a main lake that I came for, and it's huge and the conditions are lovely today. I can actually get quite close to the edge of the water, even though there's a fence right behind me, but there's not many birds either on this part of the water. There are a few coots just out there that I can see, but unfortunately they are backlit by the sun, so they're not going to be the most spectacular photographs. This is Eddie to me from the future, just giving you a little bit of background about the area where I was just standing. Now, what is really amazing is that just over 4 years ago, that area was still being quarried. So the 180 acre site has been reclaimed and the wildlife has started to return. But it's no wonder that it's still taking its time just to establish, but 60 million tons of silica sand were taken out of that site over a period of about 60 years, mainly to serve the glass industry. So it's great that even after all of that work in such a short time, it's starting to get back to looking very, very natural. So I've been walking now for about an hour and a half, and it is a lovely location. I've got woodland like this and then the lakes that you've seen before, so it's a great place, but I'm just not seeing any birds. I am hearing a few. There's something now in the background that I'd need to identify, but they're just not presenting themselves. I did see one robin that I got a reasonable photograph of, but I think it might be slightly out of focus, so I'm not saying it's the best by any means, and that's it in an hour and a half. So I'm facing the possibility of going home today fairly empty-handed. This is another lake on the site called Lapwing Hall Lake. Now this has had a little bit longer to establish because quarrying here finished before it finished on Acre Nook Lake. This area has been set aside as a nature reserve to let the wildlife establish, but as a result the trees have grown up around the side of the lake, so it's very difficult to see any bird life. There were some tufted ducks and a swan on the opposite side of the lake, but it was really difficult to photograph them because of the trees in the way. This really is an amazing walk. I am really enjoying that part of this morning. And this bit here, there's this footpath behind me that runs alongside the single track road that's to my right. And I've been following this for a good half a mile, and it's helping keep me safe, and I'm walking alongside farm fields that are great, but still no birds. You won't be able to see them on the video, but I have actually seen now my largest collection of birds. There's quite a big flock of mallard out in the middle of the lake. There must be about 30 or 40 individuals, and so that's the biggest collection of birds I've seen all morning. I'm now at the other end of Acre Nook Lake, and you can see it stretching out behind me. I've just had a look on Google and I've estimated it's over a mile long. I'll do a bit of a better calculation when I get home, and I'll put the measurement just here. But you can also see signs of when it was used as a quarry. On the far bank you can see the terraces. Now again, I'm not sure what was taken out of this big hole in the ground. I'm guessing it may have been sand because there's a lot of sand quarries in this area, but I'll tell you what that was as well when I can get home and research it. I have just had a little bit more luck. Now I've got a little bit closer to the edge of the lake. I have seen some great crested grebe out on the water and some coots, and then another bird which I suspect is a kestrel. It was hovering over the side of the riverbank, so I got some video of it and some photographs, and that's probably going to be the highlight of the day. It just goes to show that sometimes you are not always successful when you come out on a photographic shoot. I usually end up getting 30 to 40 different photographs of birds that I put into my videos. That is just standard. Today the count is a lot further down, but I have got those photographs of the kestrel that I can go away with, that I'm fairly happy with. So it's not all been totally in vain, but it has been a great walk and it's a lovely location. It's just been a shame that I've not seen a great amount of birds. Well, if you have enjoyed that video, do let me know down below in the comments, and nip over to my Instagram or Vero account, that's at Oakden Photography. Leave me your comments there, and you can also see lots of my photographs. Now, if you like what I do on the channel and want to help support me to make future content like this, then you can leave via the gift shop. That's at Teespring. There I've got a range of merchandise on offer, so head off over there because the purchase really does help me out and it's very much appreciated. But you don't have to spend any money at all to support the channel. You can do that simply by clicking the like, subscribe and the bell notifications, because it really helps me out. It makes sure you don't miss out on any future photographic content. Watch out for next week's video. That goes live on Sunday. In the meantime, you can go and check out this video just up here. But all that's left now is to say, stay safe, and I'll see you soon.